or penalties. Winners away to Arsenal. Here comes Wallace for Leeds, number 4. Webster gets the tackle in for Charlton. That's Garland helping it on. This is Colin Walsh. Oh, he's lobbed Day, or chipped him, I should say. A typical effort by the former Nottingham Forest player, Colin Walsh. Left-footed, and he knew where Day was, did Walsh. And that was improvisation in the first minute. He's, what, 25 yards out, and you can see what he was trying to do, and well, it went over, but it could so easily have dropped in. Thoroughly confident start here by Charlton. Bob Boulder forced to kick clear for Charlton. That's Chris Whyte. Now Gordon Strachan. Oh, and it's onside. The flag stayed down. It's Wallace. Chapman's there as well. This is Chapman. And Wallace goes in, and a despairing challenge, but a good one too, by number 4, Pardew. Saves Charlton. And they were caught out there, the Charlton defenders. Leeds sprang the offside trap. Strachan's quick thinking. He's going to take the... Wallace it was who went through. Strachan takes the corner. Garry Speed! Goal for Leeds! And Speed strikes at the heart of Charlton again. He got the equaliser up at Ellen Road, and he scores tonight in virtually Leeds' first attack. Gordon Strachan takes the outswinging corner, and Speed gets really well up there, and the header in the roof of the net to give Leeds the lead after 4 minutes. And a good start for Mr. Wilkinson. Forward by Walsh, looking for Nelson. The defender is Whyte. But he's lost out to Nelson. Robinson comes to the near post, corner to Charlton. Garland will take it. Leaburn on the 6-yard line, Webster behind him. Day comes to punch. Strachan to clear. Pitcher. Walsh. This is Shutt. Strachan. Oh, he sees things so quickly. The man in this case who he saw was Dorigo. And Chapman's coming hurtling in from the far side. So was Wallace. It's still Dorigo. Leaburn goes in on Day. Here's Nelson. The goal was empty for a moment. Day's there now. Nelson has twice almost capitalised on Mervyn Day clearances forced by the back pass rule. Here's Balmer. Or the deliberate pass to the goalkeeper rule, should I say. Doesn't have to be backwards. Here's Strachan. Sterland up on the outside. Beautifully found by Strachan. Lovely football by Leeds. Chapman and Shutt in the middle. Chris Whyte. And when you think that Strachan was supposed to be doubtful for this match, you realise what a durable little character he is. He's been as involved in this first half as anybody. Just went down there under a challenge. In fact, 2 Leeds players did, but play has gone on. And this is Leaburn for Charlton with Nelson to his left. Now, can they make this tell? Pardew's in the middle, so is Robinson. It drops behind Leaburn. This is Robinson. In it goes from Balmer. Leaburn's there. Couldn't direct the header. Sweeping move this by Charlton, the ball in by Stuart Balmer. But there is quite a breeze blowing around the valley, even though the wind has dropped since earlier in the day, and I would imagine it's played havoc with the ball on a few of these floated crosses. Forward by Gatting. Leeds unhappy about that decision, but it's going to put Charlton in a threatening position. Walsh turns it in. Oh, and the jumper at the far side was Webster. And the captain just directed his header back across the goal and not quite in the corner. Simon Webster, who came here from Sheffield United, had a few clubs earlier in his career. Good header. It beat the keeper and dropped just wide. Leeds will debate the free kick award perhaps, but that's all history now. It was just the wrong side of the post for Charlton. Foul by McAllister. In the centre there, one of the Charlton greats. Derek Upton in the middle, the former centre-half, now a director. He, as much as anybody, has helped to bring them back to the valley. That's aimed again towards Leaburn in the centre, but Leeds have coped with that threat up to now. That's a good ball out by Chris Whyte, and Charlton may have something to cope with here. This is Wallace, and Leeds are streaming out in support. Shutt to his left, two waiting in the middle. Oh, off the defender and in! It's caught a Charlton player, it may have been Garland. Peter Garland, I think, deflected that from Carl Shutt, and Leeds have gone 2-0 up. He's shaking his head. It looked an unlucky deflection. And Leeds here have gone 2-0. The ball rolled outside by Wallace, fired in, and yes, that's Garland. And you could say that was an own goal, because it was certainly the deflection that took it past Bob Boulder. Pitcher. Gatting. Garland. Leaves it for Walsh. Balmer. Oh, not a very good clearance by Chris Whyte. It's going to come out to Darren Pitcher. This is Walsh. Oh, Leaburn in space. Garland! Oh, good save. Oh, and somehow he scrambled it against the Charlton player and out for a goal kick. Well, Peter Garland had the opportunity there to rectify the unfortunate deflection at the other end, because Leeds for once was slack. The ball is played towards Carl Leaburn. He backs off and finds himself some room, and look at the space here that Whyte gives Garland. Fine save by Mervyn Day, and Garland put the rebound wide. Well, he's not having the best of nights, poor lad, but it was a good position he found in there, and Mervyn Day justifying his selection. Here's Strachan. Nelson. Leaburn. Balmer. Oh, that might just find Robinson. Now here's a chance. Leaburn. And Mervyn Day down smartly. And it was a good opportunity for Carl Leaburn. I'm not sure quite how much power he got on the header, but John Robinson would be pleased enough with the cross. Swung in from the right touchline. Just glancing off Webster. Nelson. Throw in. Taken by Walsh. Helped on, but Leaburn couldn't reach that. It might come to Garland. Another good save by Mervyn Day. This is Grunt. Well, the 37-year-old goalkeeper, who's only played about 4 times in the last 3 seasons, Mervyn Day, has made 2 highly creditable saves and shown himself to be still very sharp. Good reflexes again there. Nelson. Leaburn in! That was a good effort. This time the volley rather closer for Leaburn. And Charlton have had a right old go at Leeds, even since the second goal, when Leeds, I think, have just run out of a bit of steam. Charlton have made 3 or 4 good openings, and had they taken just one of them, they'd be right back in this game. Acrobatics there from Leaburn. Walsh. Oh, waiting for David Garry. Just about made it. Oh, penalty. Penalty, says referee Ashby. As Pitcher went in, the Leeds players don't understand the decision, but the referee, as Darren Pitcher went over, has given Charlton a penalty kick. As the ball comes in, and it's helped on there by Nelson, or Webster rather, there's Pitcher, he makes contact with Day, or vice versa, and the goalkeeper is penalised. Darren Pitcher, who looks as though he's going to take the kick himself, and scores! And it was a powerful penalty. Even Mervyn Day couldn't save that one. Howard Wilkinson has got some nervous moments to endure yet here. This is Shutt. McAllister. Wallace. Chapman. Foul. It was Gatting, I think, who fouled him. Free kick to Leeds. We're actually in the last minute of the 90 now, here at the Valley. Leeds are leading by 2-1. Strachan talking to McAllister. All part of the ploy, no doubt. Dorigo's there too. It's been turned aside. McAllister! Oh, that settles it. Leeds are in the 4th round now. Gary McAllister thumps in number 3. And the champions are going to relish the prospect of a rare away win. Gordon Strachan touches the ball away from Dorigo, that's the dummy, and McAllister fires it past the wall, and I think it'll go between Gatting and the player on the end of the wall. It was a fairly thin Charlton line, that, I've got to say. McAllister has made it 3-1, and it's their supporters you can hear now. On a cold night in southeast London, they've got some pride back. Here's Garland. Number 9. He's kept going well as Peter Garland, but so have Charlton, although it's to no avail because Leeds United, to the applause of their 1,900 fans, go through to the 4th round to play Arsenal. Howard Wilkinson's team's first away win since